Once upon a time, in a quaint little village, lived a kind-hearted girl named Cinderella. She had long golden hair that shimmered in the sunlight and sparkling blue eyes that twinkled like the stars. Cinderella loved to help others, from sweeping the floors to tending to the animals in the village. Despite her hardships, Cinderella always wore a gentle smile on her face. One magical day, as Cinderella was singing to the birds outside her window, a mischievous yet caring fairy named Fairy Godmother appeared before her. With shimmering silver hair and twinkling green eyes, the Fairy Godmother had a twinkle in her eye and a mischievous grin on her face. "Cinderella, my dear, it's time for you to go to the royal ball." With a wave of her wand, the Fairy Godmother transformed Cinderella's tattered dress into a beautiful gown that glowed like the moonlight. Cinderella's heart skipped a beat as she arrived at the grand castle, where the royal ball was being held. The ballroom was filled with laughter and the sound of music, and Cinderella felt like she had stepped into a dream. As she made her way through the crowd, her eyes met those of a handsome young prince named Prince Charming. With his dark curly hair, deep brown eyes, and a charming smile, Prince Charming looked at Cinderella as if she was the most beautiful girl in the world. "May I have this dance?" Prince Charming asked, extending his hand towards Cinderella. Blushing, Cinderella nodded and placed her hand in his. They danced gracefully across the ballroom, their steps perfectly in sync. With each twirl and spin, Cinderella and Prince Charming were lost in their own magical world, oblivious to everything else around them. As the night wore on, the clock struck midnight, and Cinderella remembered the warning from her fairy godmother. "I must go. Thank you for the wonderful dance, Prince Charming," she said, rushing towards the exit. With each step, her beautiful gown transformed back into tattered rags, and she left behind a single glass slipper. Prince Charming, determined to find the girl who captured his heart, picked up the glass slipper and declared, "I will marry the girl whose foot fits this slipper." The slipper was taken to every house in the village, but none of the girls could wear it. Cinderella's stepmother and stepsisters tried to squeeze their feet into the slipper, but it was no use. Just when all hope seemed lost, Cinderella's fairy godmother appeared again. "My dear Cinderella, the slipper is meant for you." With a wave of her wand, Cinderella's torn rags transformed into a stunning gown once more. As Cinderella slipped her foot into the glass slipper, it fit perfectly, and Prince Charming knew that she was the one. Prince Charming and Cinderella were married in a grand wedding ceremony, and they lived happily ever after in the castle. Cinderella's kindness and gentle spirit touched the hearts of everyone in the kingdom. And every night, as the stars twinkled in the sky, Cinderella would tell her children the story of her magical ball, a story of love, courage, and the power of a kind heart. And they would drift off to sleep, dreaming of their own magical adventures. Knowing that anything is possible when you believe in the power of love and kindness.